Ja Morant's time in Memphis might be over, and his own words just proved it. After a heated locker room moment between Ja Morant and new head coach Tuomas Iisalo, one that reportedly left both sides frustrated, and months after the shocking offseason trade that sent Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic, the Grizzlies are facing tough questions about their future. When Ja was asked recently if he still has the same joy for basketball, his answer was just one word: no. In this video, we're breaking down the growing tension between Ja Morant and the Grizzlies, how the team's direction has shifted under a new system, and whether Memphis is quietly preparing for life after their superstar. How did one of the NBA's most exciting young stars end up at the center of this much chaos? When Ja Morant arrived in Memphis in 2019, he brought instant life to the franchise. His speed, athleticism, and confidence made him must-see TV. He gave the Grizzlies an identity: fast, fearless, and fun. By 2022, he was an all-star, the league's most improved player, and one of the faces of the NBA's future. But as his fame exploded, so did the expectations. Every mistake, every quote, every move on and off the court became national news. The same passion that once fueled Ja's rise began to wear him down, and the joy that defined his game started to disappear. The latest controversy didn't happen off the court. It started right inside the locker room. After Friday's loss to the Lakers, head coach Tuomas Iisalo reportedly addressed Ja Morant in front of the entire team. According to team insiders, Iisalo called out what he saw as a lack of energy, effort, and leadership, especially in the second half. Moments where Ja appeared disengaged and frustrated. Iisalo is known for his direct, team-wide accountability approach. When he sees a problem, he brings it up in front of everyone. But this time, his message didn't land well. Morant allegedly snapped back with a dismissive tone, something the front office later viewed as disrespectful. The tension didn't stop there. After the game, Ja's frustration spilled into his post-game interview, which lasted less than a minute. When reporters asked about his struggles, he repeatedly said, "Go ask the coaching staff," refusing to elaborate. He even mentioned Iisalo's talk after the game, brushing it off as a little speech. Those moments painted a clear picture: a star player visibly clashing with his coach, his emotions boiling over, and a locker room caught in the middle. And just when fans thought the tension couldn't get worse, Ja's next interview said it all. Days later, during another media session, a reporter asked Ja if he still had the same joy for basketball that fans used to see from him. Ja looked down, paused, and quietly said, "No." It was simple, raw, and honest. A short answer that revealed everything: a young superstar battling frustration, pressure, and disconnection from the game he once dominated with ease. When the face of your franchise admits he's lost his joy, it's more than a bad stretch. It's a warning sign that something deeper is broken. The warning signs actually started months before the season even began. During the offseason, Memphis stunned the NBA by trading Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic. Bane wasn't just Ja's teammate, he was his balance. While Jay played with intensity and speed, Bane brought control and shooting. Together, they made the Grizzlies one of the league's most exciting duos. But the front office wanted a new identity, one focused on discipline, structure, and accountability. The trade, described as part of a culture reset, brought in young players and future draft picks. It was the first clear signal that Memphis was willing to break up the old core and maybe start thinking about life beyond Ja Morant. But the growing divide isn't just about personalities, it's about basketball. Coach Tuomas Iisalo's offensive philosophy focuses on ball movement, spacing, and half-court discipline, a system that demands patience and control. Ja Morant's game, meanwhile, thrives on chaos. He's at his best when he can attack and transition, improvise, and create on instinct. Under Iisalo, Ja's freedom has been limited. His touches are down, his pace is slower, and his impact has dipped. Statistically, the difference is clear. When Ja is on the floor, Memphis's offensive rating sits around 109 points per 100 possessions. When he's off, it jumps to 116. It's not a lack of effort. It's a mismatch of styles. And in today's NBA, when a star and a system don't fit, one of them usually has to go. Could the Grizzlies already be preparing for life without Ja Morant? The front office's messaging has changed. They're emphasizing team identity, structure, and accountability instead of star power. Players like Jaren Jackson Jr. have taken on more vocal leadership roles, and the offense is shifting toward a more balanced approach. The Grizzlies are building something sustainable, even if it means doing it without their most explosive player. Memphis isn't chasing highlights anymore. They're chasing stability. If this really is the breaking point, where does Ja Morant go from here? Even with all the turmoil, Ja remains a generational talent, one of the most dynamic guards in the league when allowed to play his game. Here are 3 teams that could give him a fresh start. Chicago Bulls. Looking for a new face of the franchise? Chicago could build around Ja's explosive style and revive its fan base. Miami Heat, known for discipline and structure, Miami could be the perfect place for Jay to rebuild his image while competing for a playoff spot. Minnesota Timberwolves. Pairing Ja Morant with Anthony Edwards would give Minnesota one of the most dynamic backcourts in basketball. The Wolves' defensive core and team chemistry could balance Jay's high-risk, high-reward style perfectly. Whichever team takes a chance on Ja would be betting on more than his talent. They'd be betting on his growth, maturity, and ability to find joy again. So what does Memphis look like if Ja Morant is gone? Without Ja, the Grizzlies would lean fully into Iisalo's structured defensive system. Slower, steadier, and focused on teamwork over star power. They'd have assets, young players, and flexibility to rebuild. It wouldn't be as electric, but it might finally bring the consistency Memphis has been chasing. The Grizzlies may not soar as high without Ja, but they might finally find solid ground. Ja Morant's journey in Memphis has been a mix of brilliance and heartbreak. He revived a franchise, thrilled a city, and changed how the NBA viewed the Grizzlies. But over time, cracks have turned into divides. The offseason trade of Desmond Bane, the clash with Tuomas Iisalo, and Ja's own words, from "go ask the coaching staff" to "no," reveal a superstar in a franchise that might have outgrown each other. Maybe Ja stays and rediscovers his love for the game. Maybe Memphis moves on and rebuilds without him. Either way, this feels like the turning point, the moment when the Ja Morant era in Memphis began to fade.